I've got 2 meetings to tell you about. We'll also discuss a couple of fundraisers Federation focuses on for the week of July 20th, 2026. Hey there, PA Federation family. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode, and welcome for the first time in a few weeks back into Studio B. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for putting up with my voice. I am still under the weather from the convention, and cheering for Spain yesterday didn't make my voice any better. But at least they won. So let's get to the meetings. We've got 2. Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. It is the seniors group. Reach out to Connie Shu if you've got questions or need to be called into the meeting. It's seniors@nfbofpa.org. Again, if you need to be called in, the Zoom links and One Tap Mobile links are down below, but let's say you're on a landline and that One Tap Mobile is almost impossible to punch everything in on a landline. So, or if you have a rotary phone. And if you have a rotary phone, let me know. Let me know down in the notes, because I just can't believe that. But shoot Connie an email, get her to put your name on a list, and someone will call you into the meeting on Wednesday night, the 22nd of July at 7:30. Wednesday night, 7:30. The next night, the 23rd of July at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Audio description, David is holding up 7 fingers. 7 p.m. Thursday night. It is the state convention planning meeting at 7 p.m. Zoom and One Tap Mobile links are down below. If you've got questions, reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org or mmcmanus@nfbofpa.org for Michelle. Reach out to either of us. But 7 p.m. on Thursday night, the 23rd of July. That's it for the meetings. Nobody's meeting on the weekend. Greater Philly's taking the month off because of the convention. We do have a couple of fundraisers to talk about, and let's get straight to the Keystone Chapter's Philly Fun Walk. I know you've heard me talk about it the last few weeks. It's coming up on August 8th. August 8th, just a few weeks away. We are going to walk after the Keystone Chapter meeting from the Penn Museum, up South Street, down 33rd Street to Chestnut, down Chestnut Street. We're going to cross over 30th Street and into Cira Green. Well, we're going to cross into the parking garage that is Cira Green. Cira Green is 12 stories up. It is a 1+ acre park high above the Schuylkill River and the Schuylkill Expressway. Let's go with the river. It's a nicer, calming feel, right? And then we're going to do a lap around that. So all told, it's between 1.25 miles and 1.5 miles. The stairs are what's going to get a lot of people. And if you can't do the stairs, that's okay, because you're still going to walk well over 1 mile just by walking to Cira Green, jumping on the elevator and going up, and then walking around the park. The 8th of August, immediately following the Keystone Chapter meeting, that's roughly about noon. We usually finish up. We'll walk over there. We'll have our Keystone Chapter t-shirts on. Some are red, some are green. I'm going to wear my red one. Wear those if you have them. If you're from another chapter and would like to join us, wear whatever chapter gear you have on August 8th. At the Penn Museum. We're going to meet. We'll walk down and around. And then once we do the walk and we're all out of breath and we're tired, we're going to grab lunch at Cira Green as our annual little picnic that we do over there each summer. August 8th. Over my shoulder, I'm hoping it's over my right shoulder because that's where I'm pointing, there's a QR code that will take you to the NFB website where you can donate. You go over there, there's a couple of different ways you can support the Keystone Chapter or notice that you're going to support the Keystone Chapter. You can go to the notes and write in Keystone Chapter NFB of PA, or in honor of, check the in honor of box, write Keystone Chapter and NFB of PA, and then put my email address, vp1@nfbofpa.org. The Philly Fun Walk is part of the National Federation of the Blind's Coast to Coast Movement Challenge. And what that is, we're asking all the chapters and divisions to sign up to do some sort of movement, whether it's the walk like we're doing, cornhole, a run, yoga in the park, whatever the case may be. Again, August 8th, please donate. Any little bit helps. If you can donate $5, please, by all means, click the link down below in the description, nfb.org/contribute/lowercase c, the number 2, and the lowercase c. That'll take you there. Or point your phone at the computer screen or your TV if you're watching on either of those, and hit code scan. Tell Siri I'm not going to ask her because she will go off and do it. Just kidding, S-lady. Click that, fill out all your information. Again, in honor of, then write Keystone Chapter in the first name, NFB of PA in the last name, then fill out all your information. Put in my email address when it asks for you to send an email to the person you're honoring. I am the one manning the email for Keystone Chapter Philly Fun Walk. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can join us, please come to the Penn Museum. Get there just before noon for when we're done our chapter meeting, and we'll all walk over together wearing our Keystone gear or whatever your chapter gear is. It's going to be a lot of fun, of course, unless it rains. Then it might not be so much fun. But please help us. Go to that link, donate what you can. I hope to do a video on exactly how to fill out the form over on the NFB website in the next day or two. I'm hoping to have it done. We have a meeting tomorrow night. I'm hoping to have it done for that. I don't know that I will, but if I do, it will also be posted at some point right here on the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania's channel. Now, again, I mentioned the Coast to Coast Movement Challenge. If your chapter or division in Pennsylvania has not signed up yet, and I know you haven't because only Greater Philadelphia and Keystone have signed up, only those two, please head over to nfb.org/movers if you are in a chapter or division within the affiliate or any other affiliate's chapter or division. Go over there and sign up. Figure out exactly what you want to do or give a vague experience of what you may hope to do. You can always go back and change it. Do something. Get moving. Whether it's a walk along the river, a walk in the park, yoga in the park, like I mentioned. If you're an at-large chapter, just count steps. See where if you can walk from point A to point B in your city, in your state, whatever the case may be. Go and sign up. Let's try to get as many chapters and divisions involved in this as possible. It's going to run through the end of the year. Again, Keystone's going to be done fairly early since we're doing it in August. But Greater Philly is doing it within one of their own fundraisers coming in October, and I'll talk more about that as we get closer. Another component of the Coast to Coast Movement Challenge is the Philadelphia Marathon. Now, it's more than just a marathon. It's marathon weekend because it runs the 20th to the 22nd. The full marathon is on the 22nd. There's also an 8K and a half marathon on November 21st, a very great day. Now, there are spaces available for you to run in any of those. I don't think you can run in all because I think the 8K and the half go at the same time. And I don't think you get credit for the 8K and then can start off from there for the half. I could be wrong, though. The National Federation of the Blind has 10 spots for the 8K, has 20 spots for the half and 20 spots for the full. Now, if you run the 8K, like Denise Brown, former Greater Philadelphia chapter president, and Harriet Go, current Keystone chapter president, and my daughter Jane, who is not a runner, I might add. She likes to exercise a lot, but she is not a runner, but often runs in these races. She just did a 10K in June up in Central Park, and she's done another one or two over the last few months. But she doesn't train. She doesn't train other than doing yoga and Pilates and maybe some cycling. When you run in the 8K for the National Federation of the Blind, you are expected to get donations of $500 or more. If you want to do the half, we're expecting $1,000 or more. And if you're doing the full, the National Federation of the Blind is looking for donations of $1,500 or more. Reach out to Rachel Held. Her information is down below in the description. Tell her what you want to do. I believe there are spaces for all of them, but if you would like to run in those, please reach out to Rachel Held. Her information is below. Now, if you are not a runner, such as myself, we are still looking for volunteers. We need volunteers for the Convention Center on November 20th from noon to 9. The National Federation of the Blind is going to have a table there with literature and things like that. Noon to 9 on the 20th. I plan to be at the convention center that day, but I'd love for you to join me so we can talk about the National Federation of the Blind when folks come to our table. We're also going to be at the convention center on November 21st, that very great day, from 9 to 5. We'll need volunteers for that as well. We'll also need volunteers to be out and about along the race routes, to cheer on the runners, hold up signs, and whatnot. Please reach out to your presidents, chapter presidents, either Harriet Go for Keystone, Stacy Leap for Greater Philadelphia. If you are not in the Philadelphia area and still would like to help out and volunteer those days, you can reach out to them or myself, and we will get you on a list. So when it gets closer, we'll give you more information. Again, that's the Coast to Coast Movement Challenge. Get your chapter or division signed up and do something. nfb.org/movers, nfb.org/movers. Now, there's a couple other fundraisers in the description. My voice is starting to go, so I'm not going to mention this week, but check out the description for all the other information. I really do appreciate you joining me on this episode of Federation Focus for the week of July 20th, 2026. Let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you next Monday.